Good morning. This is Dina from Re-Claym'd Market in East Bridgewater. And I am going to just do a quick little blending demonstration for you guys today. I will be using the new Farmhouse Decor paints in Market Green. And I'm going to highlight using the Birchwood. Both are really, so you can see these colors a little better here. But while I'm doing this, I may not be able to see any comments that could be coming in. So if you have any questions or comments, make sure you post them. And when the video is over, I will check my computer and help you guys out and answer any questions you may have. So first off, I'm going to be using a kitchen cabinet door as my demo. So before today, I did clean the door and I used our product, which is White Lightning with Dixie Belle. It's a granular product that you mix with water. I sprayed it on, cleaned it good, and then you have to rinse it. If not, it interferes with the adhesion of the paint, so make sure you do rinse that off. Next, with this particular cabinet door, I did use Boss, which is a stain blocker. And I used the, it comes in white or clear. And on this one, I did use the white. And the only reason I did that is because I had previously painted something on here that I was afraid could bleed through or may interfere with the final look that I was going for. So I did use Boss to clear that. And then I, ahead of time, did one just light coat of the farmhouse, not the farmhouse green, the market green, to just kind of speed up the process so that everybody's not sitting here watching me or watching paint dry with me. So I'm going to tilt my camera down so that you guys can actually just see what I'm doing on the board. And like I said, if you have any questions, just make sure you drop them in the comments and I will answer them as soon as I can. And I'll just talk through. So, the other things I'm going to be using today is I have a bunch of brushes and I'm going to be using my mister bottle. And I think that's all of my supplies I'm going to need. I do have, like I said, multiple brushes. I have paint rags and all that. So as I'm doing things, I'll let you know. But I'm just going to jump right in and let this demo go, and then I'll pop back up and show you guys some more. So there you can see the board. I'm just going to tilt it down just a little more. All right, so now I'm going to use a little bit of a damp brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and put another coat on. So when I do blending, I like to make sure that the paint does stay a little damp while I'm working with it, because if you use, if you let it get too dry, you won't get that blending effect. And the blending effect I'm going for today that I want to show you guys how to do is how to do blending like in the middle, so that you will like highlight the piece. So because I know I want that area to stay wet the longest, I'm going to do it last. So I'm just painting this. In this case, it's a kitchen cabinet door. And like I've already done one base coat, so this is just really easy coverage here. I feel like my brush is dragging a little bit, so I'm just going to dip it in a little bit of water. Oh, that might have been too much. And this is something that you would, the more you do it, the better you get at it and the more at ease you are with doing it. And I gotta, so now I've left the middle kind of untouched, but I am going to go ahead now and just at least hit most of this panel. So I've already got the green as my base coat so that I don't have to go crazy with it. And while this paint is still wet, I'm going to put that brush aside, and I've got another brush here. And I do have my paint. This is the Birchwood. and I have it poured into just a lid of a paint that I have used up. And this brush is just a chip brush, and it's, where is it? Yeah, there we go. Just a chip brush, and it has been sitting in water, so it's damp. It's not dripping wet, but it is damp. And while this paint on here is still wet, I'm just going to hit it with, concentrate in the middle first. And that looks like a huge contrast now. But you'll see I'm going to take now a third brush. I'm going to hit it with my mist. I'm just going to start working that through. So I'm going to do a follow-up video to this, probably on Monday or Tuesday. Just look for the for an announcement on Facebook or on Instagram, because I want to take this now and show you guys how, after you've highlighted like the areas that you want to highlight, how you can then shadow areas like in the corners or the creases using the Best Dang Wax or the glaze. So I don't know if you can see how that just added just a nice little highlight in the middle. And right now, furniture painting has gotten to be such a big thing. I know in our area, a lot of people are painting and selling the pieces. And this is just a way you can kind of up your game if that's what you're doing. That way your pieces will stand out. So just added a little more of the birch wood because I wanted it to be just a little brighter. Can you still see? Kathy, is that playing? On mine it's frozen. So, if you can see that now. So if you pictured this on the front of your drawer, or on your cabinets of a piece, it'll just make your piece have a little something that other people's may not have. Now, let's see if you can see right here. I don't really love the way it went off the edge there, so I'm just going to take my green again, and I'm just going to clean that up. And that really is all there is to it. Now you could do this with, we'll come back up here. I used two very contrasty colors this time because I wanted to try a couple of the paints from the new line. But if you did other colors, you could do like Stormy Seas, which is like a dark grayish blue color with the vintage duck egg. That's like just a step down from that, but on the same color. It would be a lot more subtle. And you can even do this with other colors, like blend them into each other, which this time I'm only demonstrating blending for highlight, but at some point I will demonstrate how you can blend colors to say go from, probably won't do red to yellow, but how you could do red and start blending it in, go through the orange phase and then into the yellows. But this blending technique was strictly just to show you guys how you can get some highlight on your pieces, and it's especially from back here. It just looks like it's naturally occurred. That really is it today. Now, when this is all dry, I am going to seal it with our clear coat satin. If this was going to be a cabinet that I actually put in a kitchen or a bathroom, but because this is demo, I'm just using this, I would use the gator hide because it is a water repellent finish as opposed to just water resistant. And then Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to hop on and I'm going to show you guys how you can use the colored waxes in the creases or even all over in some cases to add some more dimension and add some depth to the piece. But that and the glaze as well. I'll show you what those look like, or the glaze. And I may use a combination of both, and I may use a combination of colors. But that really is it today. And I apologize. I can't see if there's any comments or anything. Let me see. Nope. I can't tell. So if you have any questions or comments, let me know. And I do want to let you guys know that on May 18th and May 1st, if you're local to this area, we are having workshops that will teach you everything from the prep work and cleaning to the finished product and glazing and everything, including the blending. Those workshops are, again, on the 18th and 1st, and they'll be posted today. If you're in the local area, you can sign up for those workshops. And I believe that's it for today, and I thank you for tuning in. And if you have any questions, let me know. And if you don't mind, you can pass this along to any of your painterly friends, and that way they can see what we do in here. And thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be in touch. Bye.